Welcome to the Town of Acton Selectmen's meeting. Oh, yeah, live. There we go. Town of Acton Selectmen's meeting for May 16th, 2017. First item is salute the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Approval of the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda.
I second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Approval of the minutes of the last meeting.
I move we approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Is it 2 meetings?
We have 2 meetings, right, and so there was no meeting on the 9th, so we're approving the
May 2nd?
May 2nd and April 25th. And I did make the changes that you gave me.
Okay. I second.
Okay. Moved and seconded to approve the minutes of April 25th and May 2nd. Any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Department heads and committee chair updates. Nothing? Nothing. Okay. Old business, MMA action plan. Moving ahead at a snail's pace.
Very snail pace, so much
Okay.
of a snail pace that I got an email today from Lance saying, "Good morning, Jennifer, hope all is well. Could I get an estimated date when the following recommendations on the action plan will be completed?"
Shortly after July 1st.
That's
I mean,
pretty much.
some of it is money related, so we need to,
Right, and I mean, I think the only thing that the kitchen, because of where we ended up with our budget, we decided to put off
Yep.
for a year.
Yep.
Other than that, I can tell him that for the most part, once we get our building maintenance money back and.
that hasn't leaked anyway, has it? I mean, that was the leak in the old roof.
Well, no, he's the whole, the stove in the
Oh,
kitchen.
the stove
and, I
issue.
mean, Originally, we
Yeah, yeah.
talked about maybe redoing the whole kitchen, but
Right.
it doesn't look like that's gonna happen,
Right.
so.
Right,
All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna let him know.
okay. Dog warrants?
1.
One, beautiful. That's good. Gym parts.
So, a couple of meetings ago, we had a conversation about some pieces that were needed for the gym, and you guys authorized $150 to be spent. At that time, I didn't have an invoice. I since got it. It's actually $305 that they're looking for these parts. So I did not purchase it because that wasn't the wish of the board. I can tell you that we have $130 in a gym donation account, so I can take out of that. And I can take out of the gym heating account. But I have to urge you caution to get in the habit of start maintaining things without having a budget. So if we feel like this is a one-time safety fix, I just don't want the gym or the gym members to think that you know what I mean? Because we don't have a line budgeted for it.
Other than the donations.
Right, which will
Yep.
have no money in it by the end
Yep.
of tonight, so.
Yep.
I mean, it's legal for you to expend it out of those because you can draw down the municipal.
Right.
But I don't know where this line, as far as safety and the extra pieces, I don't know what the conversation was.
Yeah. I don't,
Do you have the bill in front of you?
Yes.
Okay.
when was the last time anything was,
We haven't spent anything, we've denied, so we haven't, spent anything out of there.
yeah.
The 4 T-knobs, those are the safety.
Okay,
I think does that say $60? 4 at 15 each, $60? I would at least get those.
okay. Do you know what the other pieces are for?
I do. The 2 pads that are $60, they're starting to crack. The vinyl is starting to crack, and it's better to just replace it than to have pinching going on or to throw it away out completely. So,
I'm having a hard time, I can hear the conversation going on, so I'm trying to,
oh, okay.
no, I'm not trying to ignore you, but I can hear them, so I'm trying to focus.
Yeah, I feel like the first 2 you could get.
Okay.
The first 2 line items, and the second 2 can wait for more donations, maybe when,
And maybe we can, we're not, we could put some sort of signage or something down there, talking about, the need. I have to.
yeah.
True.
Or, you can also relook at what the gym fees brought in versus, what the expenditure was for heat and oil. You may be above, so you may have some more money there.
Yeah, maybe this
Okay.
year, but it runs pretty close.
It usually
Yeah.
balances itself out pretty
Yeah.
tight, but,
Yeah.
I mean, if we find that the revenue's in for the last fiscal year or less than the expenses out for heating oil, will you authorize the whole purchase?
Yeah, if there's money.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not in that particular line, but what I'm
Right.
saying is we can
Left over
pull in
from-
the revenue,
Yeah.
because I think that the heating oil happened to be less this year, so.
yep. Okay. Dr. Williams?
Oh, Williams, 9 Sunset Boulevard. I just wanted to ask a question. The amounts of monies that are paid for people to use the gym, does that go into a fund by itself? And is this where one would take the money out in order to get pieces of equipment repaired?
No, it doesn't go into it. I mean, it goes into a revenue account for gym fees, and then out of the budgeting side, we do keep it separate. But out of budgetary, we have electricity and heating oil and the keys all separate. But it doesn't go in and out of the same account, no.
I see. Okay, thank
Because
you.
they have a budget line for the expenses, because even if they don't bring that money in, they have to, once they agree to keep it open, they have to heat and pay the electricity, so.
Understand.
Usually they wash, but, all right. So just for clarification, so I don't have to wait another week. So if I can see that the revenues that came in for the fiscal year are better than the expenses gone out, planning on May and June electricity, then I can, less the 130 having donations, I can expend that.
Yes.
I would think,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, it's okay with me. Okay with you, Bill?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Shed restaurant liquor license.
All right, so you tabled that, here it is.
We had a public hearing 2 weeks ago. We were waiting for the fire chief to do his inspection.
The inspection was completed, and there are no critical issues at all. There's just a few minor issues that I'm working with the owner to correct. Nothing concerning to us at this point.
Okay. Okay, so you're happy with everything down there?
Yeah, he's really done a lot of work in there, improving safety and bringing things up to code over the last couple of years. So he's in pretty good shape, so.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, there was nothing at the public hearing that came up.
No.
I mean, the calls for the sheriff department, like we go through, they're all pretty standard, alarms and whatnot.
Check, yeah.
Yep, yep, so, I guess at this time, do I hear a motion to approve the liquor license for KB Restaurant Enterprises?
I move that we approve the license for the Shed Restaurant for the liquor license.
A second.
Moved and seconded to accept to sign the liquor license for the Shed Restaurant, or KB Restaurant Enterprises doing businesses in the Shed Restaurant. Any further discussion? Nope. Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Okay. New business, open lawn care bids.
Just one.
Just one. You have your magic knife on you? Or would you like mine?
I'm not sure how magic it is, but
Yes, sir. Okay. We have one bid, it's from Robin Ham, from Ham's Property Services. Let's see, mowing, weed whacking, removal of brush and debris, and fertilizing, based on 10 to 14 days in between mowing. May 5th, that should be probably 2016 through 17, there we go, through October of 17. I've changed your bid already. Let's put the right date in. May 2017 through October 2017. The cost per site for the same thing on the dates would be as follows. Public safety building, the total, it's $135 each time, so that'll be $2,025. The town hall is $100 each time for $1,500. Lincoln School, $25 each time for $200. Mary Grant Property, $25 each time for $200. Above services totaling $39.25. Fertilizing Town Hall, 2 applications, 1 spring, 1 fall, $400. All services above totaling, so the total for the mowing and the fertilizing of the town, let's see, this fertilizing the town hall only, $4,325. And down bottom it says my bid is for the sum of $4,325 for all services above from May 2017 through October 2017. That is what he has on the bottom as far as the dates. So, what is the wishes for the bid? We have 1 bid. Incidentally, it is the same person who's done it for the last 2 or 3 years. We have a certificate of liability insurance included, and we have the certificate for,
Insurance?
yeah, for the workman's comp.
Okay.
And
Yep.
references,
Pardon?
and the references.
We have no references.
Are we,
He's done it for the last, we're one of the
the re-
reference.
are we
We're
the
the reference. Yeah.
I move we approve.
Moved. Do we-
moved, I second.
Moved and seconded to approve the bid for Ham's Property Services, total amount $4,325. Any further discussion? No? Call for a vote, all in favor? All opposed? Great. Okay.
Before we get too far, you
Yes.
saw me, I was texting the chief, I don't have anything on the ambulance purchase, because you had that spreadsheet, do any of you have that
Right.
on you?
I don't have it on me.
I probably,
Do you have
Do you?
it?
in my portable file.
That's fine.
Do you want
Thank
me
you.
to
Sure,
take
go right
I just
ahead.
want to, just so we have it out, I can make
Sure.
copies or,
I can't guarantee that I have it.
I was trying to ask Bill, because he's usually so organized, but. I have the minutes showing the 4, but I don't have numbers in front of me, so that's okay, I was trying to whisper.
You didn't bring it with you, did you, chief?
No, he went to check.
I removed it, forgot to put it back in when I took my glove.
And I
Okay.
can get it, I just didn't know if any of you had it on.
You know, a lot of times I do have things tucked in here, I don't have that. I can't even remember the exact price, 280,000 and change. But,
Well, you can always per the agreement, I mean, if you know which one.
yeah.
It's all right, Elise, we can,
I can remember
Wing
the
it.
prices pretty well, I've
Yeah.
got the prices pretty well down.
It was in the minutes.
yeah, well,
Oh,
I was
the
just
prices
looking
were-
at the minutes, the 4 different ones are in there, but I can always run and get the actual bids if you wanna
Yeah, I
move
don't-
on.
Okay. Sure.
No, I don't have it.
Okay, next we have the warrant recommendations. This will take a little bit of time.
All right.
There you go. I'm just gonna put this back.
Okay. Okay, tonight we're going to go through the warrant and approve, disapprove, deny, or not deny, but adjust or whatever the board wishes to do. So this is the actual warrant for the town meeting, Town of Acton, Maine warrant to Robert Anderson, a citizen of the Town of Acton, County of York, greetings. The first part of this is pretty much boilerplate, and it's what we do on the election day. So I'm not gonna bother reading down through all of that. We're gonna skip down, let's see, we have election of a moderator and all of that, so. We get down to the actual town meeting day, Article 7, which is to see if the town will vote to make the following changes to the Town of Acton zoning ordinance. There are a number of articles.
There are a number of articles, and I make a motion to waive the reading of the Articles 7 through 11 and to vote on them collectively. They're all zoning
Okay, I
articles, and they can be read online when the warrant's posted.
move we accept the reading of the,
Okay,
So he seconds it.
yeah, so you second the motion then, to waive the reading of
To
the...
waive the reading
Yeah,
and vote on them
yeah,
collectively.
to waive the reading of the articles,
Yeah.
11, 7 through and including 11, so. Okay, once again, they've had public hearings on these. It'll come up again down at town meeting, but, yeah, the planning board has had public hearings. They've discussed it, we've looked at it, we've discussed it. We had Ken in here one night, or the CEO, and went down through it, so. What is the wishes of the board as far as voting on all, Articles 7 through 11?
I move that we approve Articles 7 through and including 11 as written.
second,
Moved and seconded to accept Articles 7 through 11 and including Article 11, as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor? All opposed? Okay. Down to Article 12, to see if the town will authorize the Board of Selectmen to appropriate and expend monies from the undesignated fund balance for the purchase of equipment or for the use as they deem advisably to meet unanticipated expenses and emergencies that occur during the fiscal year 2017-18, maximum expenditure of $15,000.
I move to pass the Article 12 as written.
Do I hear a second?
second,
Moved and seconded to pass Article 12 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed. Okay, Article 13, to see if the town will vote to authorize the Board of Selectmen to dispose of surplus town-owned equipment having a value of less than or equal to $500 on such terms and conditions as they deem advisable, and to execute any necessary documents to accomplish said purpose. All equipment having a value of more than $500 shall be put out to public bid. Funds received from such sales shall be placed in the capital reserve account for the associated department.
I move that we recommend the Article 13 as written.
second,
Moved and seconded to approve as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed. To see if the town will authorize the Board of Selectmen to sell any tax-acquired properties and to issue a quitclaim deed for the same, sale to be by sealed bid or public auction, if to other than the property, the owner of record at the time of foreclosure, and no selectman during the term of his or her office may acquire from the town any interests in real estate acquired by the town on account of non-payment of taxes unless the owner of record at the time of the foreclosure was a selectman or the son, daughter, spouse, or parent of the selectman.
I move that we recommend Article 14 as written.
second,
Moved and seconded to accept it as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? To see if the town will vote, Article 15, to see if the town will vote to put the funds received from the sale of tax-acquired property during the year 2017-18 into the capital improvement fund.
I move that we recommend Article 15 as written.
second,
Moved and seconded to accept 15 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? See if the town will vote to authorize the Board of Selectmen upon request of the treasurer to allow the treasurer to waive foreclosure of a tax lien on a specified property for the specified year with reference to the tax lien certificate recorded in the York County Register of Deeds in circumstances where the Board of Selectmen deem that foreclosure may encumber the town.
I recommend that the board, I move that we recommend Article 16 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 16 as written. Further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed. Article 17, to see if the town will vote to have real estate and personal property taxes first payment come due on October 17th, 2017, and the second payment on April 17th, 2018.
I move that we recommend Article 17 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 17 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed. Article 18, to see what interest the town will vote to charge on all taxes after October 17th, 2017, and April 17th, 2018. Maximum rate of interest allowed is 7% per annum.
I move that we recommend Article 18 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 18 as written. Any discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor?
Well, you're making a motion to set the interest rate at,
Oh, set the-
7%.
7%.
No more,
because even though that's a maximum, you know,
Okay.
it's not written in the
Okay.
article, so.
Yep. That's normally where we do set it. is-
Right,
yes.
usually we say the set, right.
Article 19, to see if the town will vote to set the interest rate to be paid by the town on abated taxes at 3% pursuant to 30 MRSA 506-A.
so is this said, this isn't said differently because.
Right,
the
of that.
opposite.
correct. It's the opposite.
Yeah.
I move that we recommend Article 19 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 19 as written. Any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Okay. Article 20, to see if the town will vote to authorize the tax collector to accept the prepayment of taxes before the tax commitment with no interest.
I move that we recommend Article 20 as written.
Second.
Moved to accept Article 20 as written. Moved and seconded. In discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 21, to see if the town will vote to authorize the Board of Selectmen to make application for and execute any documents related to any grants or donations, to accept any such grants or donations, or any fees, and appropriate such funds for their designated use, so long as it does not require matching funds or encumber the town in any way. The treasurer shall be notified of any grant applications, and a copy shall be kept on file in the treasurer's office.
I move that we recommend Article 21 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept to recommend Article 21 as written. Any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 22, to see if the town will vote to appropriate all the funds received from the sale of snowmobile registration revenues to local snowmobile clubs for maintaining their snowmobile trails, on condition that these trails are to be open to the public for outdoor recreation purposes at no charge.
I move that we recommend Article 22 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 22 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 23, to see if the town will vote to appropriate revenues received from MEMA and FEMA claims during the upcoming fiscal year into the Emergency Disaster Relief Fund. Said funds are to be utilized at the discretion of the Board of Selectmen to restore budgets of the various departments for expenses incurred during a declared event.
I move that we recommend Article 23 as written and put the money in the disaster reserve fund, just to clarify.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 23 as written and to put the money in the Emergency Disaster Reserve Fund. In discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed?
Can I make a motion to waive the reading of Article 24?
That would be wonderful to have that. Okay. We have motion to waive Article 24. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to waive Article 24's reading. All in favor of the waiver? Okay.
On that note, I do recommend that I move that we recommend Article 24 as written.
Okay. It's moved. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 24 as written. Okay, any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $4,108 for health and welfare. This includes $108 for health officer stipend and, stipend cost, and $4,000 for general assistance.
I move that we recommend Article 25 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 25 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 26, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $593,427 for wages and operational expenses for the Fire Rescue Department.
I move that we recommend Article 26 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 26 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 27, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $0 to the equipment expense revenue for the Fire Rescue Department.
I move that we recommend Article 27 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 27 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 28, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $15,000 to the Fire Department Capital Improvement Fund towards the future purchase of a new fire truck.
I make a motion to recommend Article 28 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 28 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $31,779 for the purchase of fire department turnout gear.
I move that we recommend Article 29 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 29 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? To see if the, Article 30, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $44,005 for public safety to be expended as follows. Streetlights,
I
17,
was going to move to waive that reading.
Poor Ed.
I think you're,
Might want to get
too
him
late.
water.
Oh, God,
This is quick, though.
okay.
It's only 4. Streetlights, $1,700. Animal control, $9,946. Communications, $31,066. EMA director, $1,293, totaling $44,005.
I move that we recommend Article 30 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 30 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 31, to see if the town will appropriate $17,000 from the undesignated fund balance towards the purchase of a new patrol vehicle for the York County Sheriff's contract deputy. Total purchase price is $34,000 to be split equally with the town of Shapley.
I move that we recommend Article 31 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 31 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? To see if the town will vote to ratify the overdraft in the District 1 and District 2 winter plowing and sand salt stockpile accounts in the amounts of $66,397.09 from the undesignated fund balance. Breakdown of overdraft: District 1 plowing, $25,618.91. District 2 plowing, $18,412.44. Sand salt stockpile, $22,000. $365.74.
I move that we recommend Article 32 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve Article 32 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed?
Going to move that we waive the reading of Article 33. I just want to mention that there are some changes to this, and I recommend you review it when it gets posted online.
Sounds good. So it's moved. Do I hear a second to waive the reading of Article 33?
Second.
Moved and seconded to waive the reading of Article 33. Any discussion? Nope. Call for a vote. Okay.
I move that we recommend Article 33 as written.
Recommend work? Does that work as a?
Approve the article as written, it's the same thing.
Okay, same thing,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so it's moved and seconded to approve the article as written. Any further discussion? Nope. Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Okay. Article 34, to see if the town will vote to raise $251,076 and appropriate $276,100 for District 1 roads to be expended as follows. $25,024 appropriated from the Road Capital Improvement Fund for surfacing and reconstruction. District 1 winter maintenance, $84,183, no cents. Summer maintenance, $92,917, no cents. Road surfacing and reconstruction, $99,000, no cents.
I move that we recommend Article 34 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept Article 34 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 35, to see if the town will vote to raise $251,076 and appropriate $276,100 for District 2 roads to be expended as follows. $25,024 appropriated from the Road Capital Improvement Fund for surfacing and reconstruction. District 2 winter maintenance, $84,183, no cents. Summer maintenance, $92,917, no cents. And road surfacing and reconstruction, $99,000 and no cents.
I move that we recommend Article 35 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to recommend Article 35 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 36. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $147,460 for shared road accounts to be expended as follows. Stockpile sand salt, $132,422, no cents. Public Works building and equipment, $15,038 and no cents.
I move that we recommend Article 36 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to recommend Article 36 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 37, to see if the town will raise and appropriate the sum of $34,407 for wages and operational costs for the Acton Public Access TV, known as APAT.
I move that we recommend Article 37 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve Article 37 as written. Any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 38, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $284,248 for the operation of the transfer station.
I move that we recommend Article 38 as written.
Second.
Recommended to approve Article 38 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 39, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $12,113 and appropriate up to $16,763 for operation of the Recreation Department, $4,650 to come from anticipated revenues.
I move that we recommend Article 39 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to recommend Article 39 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 40, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $250 for Conservation and Forestry Committee.
I move that we recommend Article 40 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to recommend Article 40 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 41, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate up to $302,534 for county tax.
I move that we recommend Article 41 as written.
Second.
Move to recommend Article 41 as written. Any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 32, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $538 for planning and development to be expended as forester's stipend.
I move that we recommend Article 42 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve Article 42 as written. Any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 43, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $2,750 for cemetery maintenance, placement of flags, markers, and repair of veterans' graves.
I move that we recommend Article 43 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to recommend Article 34 as written. Any further discussion? 43, excuse me.
Second.
Call for a vote. All in favor, all opposed?
I make a motion to waive the reading of Articles 44 through and including 65. These are all the nonprofit requests.
Second.
Moved and seconded to waive the reading of Articles 44 through and including Article 65. Any discussion? Oh, it's moved and seconded.
To be voted on collectively.
Yes, we vote on it collectively. All in favor? All opposed? Okay.
I move that we recommend Articles 44 through and including 65 as written.
I have, second.
Moved and seconded to approve Articles 44 through and including Article 65 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 66. To see if the town will vote to raise $10,975 and appropriate $18,128 for dams, $7,153 to come from Dam Capital Improvement Fund. Mousom Watershed Dam Coalition Annual Maintenance, $5,450. Mousom Watershed Dam Coalition, 2017 capital improvements, $7,153. Dam Capital Improvement Reserve Fund, $5,000. Balch Lake Dam Operation Stipend, $525.
I move that we recommend Article 66 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to recommend Article 66 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 67, to see if the town will vote to appropriate up to $30,000 from the undesignated fund for replacing siding on the rear of the town hall.
I move that we recommend to appropriate up to $30,000 from the undesignated fund for replacing siding on the rear of the town hall.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept the Article 67 is written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? Article 68, to see if the town will vote to appropriate up to $12,000 from the Capital Improvement Fund for replacing doors at the town hall.
I move that we recommend to appropriate up to $12,000 from the capital improvement fund for replacing doors at the town hall.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve Article 68 as written. Is that okay to state it that way? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed.
I'm gonna make a motion to waive the reading of Article 69 regarding the fund balances.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to waive the reading of Article 69. Any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed.
And I move that we recommend Article 69 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to recommend Article 69 as written. Any further discussion on that? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed. Article 70, to see if the town will vote to accept any and all funds received from the state of Maine and the federal government and appropriate any designated revenues received to their designated use.
I move that we recommend Article 70 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve article, not approve. Okay, I'll use approve. Approve Article 70 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed. Article 71, to see if the town of Acton will authorize the transfer of excess funds from schools undesignated fund balance to offset taxes contingent on the Acton School Department fund balance policy and there being a surplus at the end of the fiscal year.
I move that we recommend Article 71 as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve Article 71 as written. Any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed. Article 72, to see if the town will vote to appropriate up to $636,400 from fiscal year 2017, 2018 municipal revenues and up to $300,000 from municipal undesignated fund balance to reduce the amount to be raised by taxation during the tax commitment.
I move that we recommend Article 72 as written.
Second.
Move to recommend Article 72 as written. Any further discussion?
Second.
Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed? And that is all of the articles. So, with that,
Do we have a date when this will be up? We sign it next week?
Sign it Tuesday, it'll be posted Wednesday.
Okay.
okay, so it'll be up a week from tomorrow.
Mr. Chair, may I ask a question at this time? As you know, Warrant and Finance met this past Thursday and went over all of the articles that we had a tentative agreement on. I don't have my list here, and I'm asking out of pure ignorance. I do not know what Article 33 is, but if the wording is changed and the vote was
Will
not...
change from last year.
Okay.
They're the equipment in
All right,
salaries.
because I thought you meant you had changed
No,
it, and so I was going
changed
to ask if
from
we
last
need
year.
to go ahead and reconvene the committee to go
Yeah.
over the change.
No, it's just strictly the dollar amounts, correct?
Yes.
From what it was last year.
Yeah.
From what
It's the
it was
same
last
numbers that you folks had already.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's all I need to know, thank
Yep.
you. Sorry to
Yep.
bother you.
Yep, nope, that's quite all right. So, so the vote will be here, there'll be a, regular vote here at the town hall,
On Tuesday, the 13th.
Tuesday the 13th. And then the town meeting is on Saturday the 17th at 9:00 a.m., and that is being held down at the school.
Correct.
Okay. Feel like I need a break after that.
Some water.
Okay, moving on, public information policy. We had a copy of that, we've read it over, and is there really any changes?
The only thing
made?
I would change, I think you have office manager, just
I think
change.
there's there's quite a few changes that need
Okay.
to be made. Elise, didn't you say you didn't quite have enough time to review it?
I didn't have enough time to I mean, I was looking at it.
Right.
Yeah,
You want
we
to
need
table it until?
that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Want to make a motion to table it?
I make a motion that we table the review of the public information policy.
Okay, we'll
Second.
move and seconded to table the public information policy, and we'll review that again next week. Any further discussion? Nope. Call for a vote, all in favor? All opposed? Ambulance purchase. You did find a little bit of paperwork.
Well, I didn't find the form, so, I guess I'm gonna kind of hear what you guys are thinking and ask, I'm gonna see what you're thinking on your recommendation and then
Sure.
help you word it based on what I have in front of me and what I know has
Okay.
happened. Since I don't have the form.
Right, there was what, 4 bids?
For 4
There were
bids,
4 bids, yep.
Okay,
Ranging anywhere from 277,000
To a little
upwards to a little over 300,000.
Yep.
The committee, after much discussion and review, our recommendation from the ambulance committee is that Lifeline ambulance service not only seems to meet the spec a little more particularly, but also is the one that came in as the lowest bid in their effort to try to further their company through this region. So it would be the committee's recommendation that we go with Lifeline ambulance.
do we have the dollar amount for that bid?
at first glance, I see 277,918, but I guess what I would ask, if you're gonna go with a recommendation that you approve the company and not exceed the amount that, was appropriated or was voted on at the special town meeting, and we'll double check the numbers. I know that there were a couple of them you had to dig for a second number, so I hate for you to tie it to that. But if you go with Lifelines with the amount presented not to exceed the special town meeting, we can tie that down.
Okay. Lifeline's the one you want.
Correct.
That's okay, and they were the low bid. So, do I hear a motion to accept the bid of Lifeline?
I move that we accept the motion bid from Lifeline?
Lifeline?
Not to exceed town meeting.
Right, which we wouldn't allow it to anyway.
Right, it can't, yeah, it can't, so. okay.
A second.
Moved and seconded to approve Lifeline and not to exceed the dollar amount that was approved at the special town meeting, the town meeting.
Right.
Okay, any further discussion? Call for a vote, all in favor, all opposed?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
277, that's total, 277,918, does that look right?
277,918.
So 277,918.
Okay, $277,918. Okay,
I just wasn't sure what the whole oh, no, it's, yeah, so, performance bond, if the town of Acton elects to include the 100% performance bond, please add 2251 to the total price.
okay. Okay, which was still under
Yep.
the town meeting, okay. Okay, item E, which is ACO notice. Animal Control Officer notice. I'm gonna give my voice a break.
May 9th, 2017, to Acton Board of Selectmen. Please be advised, at the end of my current ACO term, June 30th, 2017, I will respectfully decline any future reappointments in this position. It has been a pleasure serving the town of Acton, but the 24/7 availability requirement versus the monthly stipend of $404.17 is too unbalanced for me to continue. Respectfully, Mike Rue, Sr.
Okay,
Are we allowed to decline that?
He can decline it.
try.
He's not gonna,
I think he's still gonna be out to lunch, you know, he won't be here, but
it is,
we'll be out to lunch.
yeah. So we'll start advertising now.
Okay,
I guess we can kind of, have the conversation. I've been very, vocal with you guys over the last year or so. And I've reached out to the sheriff's department. I'm not sure what kind of changed, but you still have that same amount. So I don't, are we're looking to lower the stipend and budget some money for a deputy? I mean, when I tell you there are calls 24/7, there are calls
sure there are.
24/7. And it's just, and it averages out, I think we talked about that, $10 or $11 a day, and there is no backup. So we lower the stipend and have money there for an hourly rate for a backup. I mean, I need to kind of have an idea of what you're going with. If we leave the stipend the way it is, and we tell said individual that, you're gonna be on call, 9 AM to 5 PM, 7 days a week, who's gonna cover from 5 PM to 8 AM?
Right,
And how are you gonna fund that?
right, okay. Probably I have a motion to accept that.
I move that we accept the letter of resignation.
I
With regret.
second.
Moved and seconded to accept it with regret.
It's not technically resignation, just for the
Well,
record. It's-
just,
I've
yeah,
not
he's just
Because
not.
he's gonna fulfill
Okay.
his term.
Okay, then I guess we don't really have to
Right.
vote on it then.
It's just
Okay.
kind of a heads up.
Okay, thank you.
So how do you wanna handle it?
Well, I don't see how you're gonna get somebody to do 12 hours. I mean, if you're saying split the shifts, split the week, it should be equal pay between the two of them.
Okay. So are we thinking that we wanna split the 24/7 into 2 shifts and give them $200 each a month, plus mileage? Because you don't have any wiggle room in your stipend now that we've moved forward with the warrant, so.
Right.
I mean, if we, could we alternate weeks where person A is on, takes the AMs?
I think you're gonna be better off to have an ACO and a deputy,
So, okay,
because the way you're talking, there's gonna be 2 of them,
right.
so, and let them decide amongst themselves how they wish to break it up.
Okay.
I think at the moment anyway,
So how are you gonna pay for the deputy?
we'll have to break it out of the stipend somehow. Yep.
Okay.
So,
So we'll start advertising.
advertise for, yeah, an ACO and a deputy, if we can.
Okay.
See what we get. Okay, July 22, 2017, Watson Cemetery speaker.
This is, someone came in, it didn't have anything to, someone came in and asked me to share this with you.
Okay.
They have, or they're hoping that the selectmen will, speak at the welcoming at the beginning, so hoping you could pencil that in. Wasn't anything you needed to act on, it was just more of a
Oh, okay,
FYI, and hoping that somebody could speak at the 9 o'clock break.
Well, I know that Ed's planning on being there, it'd probably be
I'm
best
gonna be, yeah, I'm
advice.
gonna be down
I
there.
think I'm gonna be away that weekend.
Also, I was gonna say, I'm in the process of helping Steve and the rest of them get the information and the stuff that they actually need to fulfill this, because they're looking at getting some stone and some gravel.
Yep.
So-
Yeah, we got a thing, email from
Yeah,
him.
and they, I guess they need it sooner versus later, and that's why I didn't know where we stood with that at this point.
It didn't change since you asked me a couple of hours ago. I sent an email to the board.
Okay.
And, just during the workshop hours, they got a second, a verbal after we had a conversation. I've spoken to the road commissioner and the individual that asked for the stone. I sent an email and also spoke to the gentleman that brought this in and told them both the same thing, that they need to contact Dave Winchell directly. He's expecting a call and we'll get that for you.
All right, I will let him know, because he also contacted me again to make sure that there wasn't a loop.
I sent him an email.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you know how that is.
Yep.
I
No,
get
I'll
them
be-
too, and they get lost.
Yep. No, I'll be there, I'll take care of the
All right, so
selectmen side of it.
you're gonna plan on also speaking?
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Application agreement for holding tank installation.
These are very few and far between, but
Yeah.
I think the CEO gave you a update on why they needed, what it was needed for.
Yes. Okay, it's an application for holding tank installation. It's gonna be, where is it located? 65 Stewart Drive in Acton. Yeah, our CEO came up and spoke to us on this earlier, and it's a site there is a trailer or a house there now.
I left the
believe.
room.
There's some sort of structure there now. They wish to put a holding tank in. There's not enough room for a septic system of any kind, I guess. So there would be an agreement set up to pump this on a regular basis, according to Ken, so.
And they have alarms on them that go off when they fill.
Typically, they do. Yep. So do I hear a motion to accept this and to sign the agreement?
I move, oh, go ahead.
What's the agreement say?
That's the agreement for the holding tank.
Yeah, we're not an Eagle.
No, 65 Stewart Drive. It's the one Ken talked to us about earlier today, or tonight. So, it's strictly a holding tank that will be on site, and like I say, pumped at a regular
Where's
basis.
Stewart Drive?
I'm not sure where Stewart Drive is.
Can I show you on the map?
Off Langley Shore? It's over on Great East.
Langley Hill and take a right.
Okay, this is over on Great East then?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So do I hear a motion?
What was Ken's,
Pardon?
what was Ken's,
Ken had no problem with it?
there no problem?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I move that we accept the, application.
Okay.
A second.
Moved and seconded to accept the application for the holding tank installation. Any further discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? All opposed?
Oh, there's 2 spots?
Yep. It's actually, I think, 3. It's actually 3 pages of the same thing. Thank you. Same thing, just 3 copies. Oops, that's got the one too. Just one more right there. Okay. Public comment section. Anyone from the public have anything they'd like to bring up? Anyone at all? Okay. The only thing I want to bring up, it's not really an announcement, but I just want to thank all the volunteers, Sheriff's Department, the Warden Services, the search and rescue dog teams that showed up night before last to find the little lost boy down off of the Hopper Road. He was lost for 7 hours, and it was a successful outcome. Fire rescue were there as well. They searched for probably 6 of those hours after they discovered the boy was lost and whatnot, and the outcome, like I say, was the best you could wish for. They found the little boy safe and sound, and he was in the woods, quite a ways from the house, and it was just a wonderful thing. So they all did a great job down there that night. So announcements, public hearing notices. This must be one of them. Town of Acton, public notice. The Acton Planning Board will be holding a public hearing Thursday, May 18th. That would be this Thursday, regarding the conditional use permit mineral extraction submitted by Charles Goodstein, DBA Moose Pond Sand and Gravel, map 118, lot 024, H Road, Acton. It's going to be at 7 PM at the Acton Town Hall. More information, please call 636-3497, extension 410. That's the same, that's a different one.
It's a different one.
Do you want me to read that? I'll do
No,
it.
this is mine, you want it?
No, you want to read that, or I'll read it?
What time is that going to be, sir?
No,
7.
7 PM. Let's see, a Town of Acton public notice. The Acton Planning Board will hold a public hearing Thursday, May 18th, regarding the conditional use permit to establish a professional building at 1076 Route 109, Acton, map 233, lot 020, submitted by Jim Crowley, DBA Apple Core LLC. Once again, this is going to be at 7 PM here at the Town Hall. For more information, contact 636-3497, extension 410. That would be the old Krabby Bear restaurant. So he's just converting that to a different use. Mary Grant Cleanup Day, May 20th. That's this Saturday, I believe. That's going to be from 9 AM to noon. Road Committee Ad Hoc Meeting, directly following this meeting here tonight.
And actually, before you go on to that, at least we wanted to just have a brief discussion on, make sure the full board was, had the same ideas of the purpose of the ad hoc and
Sure.
kind of give her some, guidance.
Yeah.
When you guys had spoken last about it, you talked about coming up with a survey of some sort and coming up with, 5 questions. I didn't know if that was still your thought, or if you, what you wanted to give her before she goes into it.
Well,
I think one of the main questions on the survey should be, as people come into the town hall, pick it up, one of the first questions should be, what do you feel the road committee has been established for? Or when you voted back in June 14?
To keep it?
2014, to keep the road committee, what did you think you were keeping?
Right, and that's
That
gonna be
makes
a.
sense.
And that's, well, but that's gonna be a tough
Sounds-
question too, because you've only got the people that appeared at that town meeting.
True.
You take
Yeah.
the amount
Or
of
if-
voters versus how many actually show up at an annual town meeting.
Yeah, or if you weren't at the town meeting to vote for a road committee, what do you feel
What do you think?
is the road committee's number 1 or number 2 job?
And I would recommend from the person who's probably gonna be tallying it, that choices are good.
Yes.
The less, if you have specific questions, if, you know what I mean, it's gonna be a lot easier for the data to rather than summarize everybody's here's paragraph and you know what I mean? That one, you may have some open-ended, but if you get too detailed, you may wanna just give them specific choices so that you can tally it better and have a better idea percentage-wise of what they're thinking.
Can I ask did I miss the beginning of this discussion? I'm sorry. I must have missed the beginning of this discussion.
No, you were sitting right there in the beginning.
But I was, what, did you ask a question, or what was the discussion?
No,
about?
we were discussing whether, I wanted to get the other selectmen's input on what some of the questions should be.
Before they adjourn this meeting and start the road ad hoc, the board's just talking amongst
Okay,
themselves.
okay, I'm sorry.
About what they think she should get accomplished from
Yes.
the meeting.
I'll make a comment before this is over on that topic, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're not voting, they're just,
No.
No, it's just general discussion up here,
Thank
so,
you, Rick.
Input on
Yep.
questions.
yeah, I
So
mean,
you still want to move forward with the questionnaire, I think that was the first thing that,
Yeah,
sure, yep.
start with that, and your committee ideas, the people that step forward may have some ideas of, whether you're looking at an ordinance for the road committee, or,
I do
what
think
you're
that having
looking-
multiple choice, somewhat, because I feel like I've heard and seen enough in town that there's been many ideas shared as far as what the road committee's,
Right, even if you list them and have
Obvious.
them numbered, it's something, so we can go
Right,
back
one-
with graphs and charts and say, this is
Yeah.
what a majority, because,
and then definitely an open-ended, if it's none of the above, then let me
Right.
know.
right.
Let us know.
Yep. Yeah, because
So
it
you-
really had no guidance,
No, in the.
other than the very beginning,
Right.
so. Okay. You all set?
Yes.
Got some ideas, do you? Okay. I think the ad hoc committee will generate quite a bit on its own, too, so. Transfer station is gonna be closed Memorial Day, which they are every Memorial Day, which is on a Monday. Absentee ballots are now available.
Absentee ballots are now available, which means that all voting and election laws go into place when the town clerk's office is open, so. You know what that
So-
means.
All-
Chitter.
No
no
chitter chatter, no election talk,
Yep.
no
All
nothing.
discussion
Although I do
ceases.
have one question, is there a candidates night?
Yes, and, excuse me.
We've heard from people at home they can't hear, so.
You should have a copy of the email, June. I think Sarah and I have settled on the 5th.
Yes.
At 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And, and I assume you will be posting some notice to that effect, right? So we have some time.
Yes.
Can I make that assumption, or would you like?
Would you like to ask me to post it? Yes, I would. For you.
Or, typically, we have done that in the past, the
Yep.
committee,
I mean, if you want to create the form, and I don't want to be involved in creating it or advertising, I mean, if it's something
Okay,
that,
all right.
you know what I mean, if you create the document, I will upload it to cable, and if the board allows, we'll put it, we'll put it wherever they allow it.
okay.
But,
I'll
you
put
know,
it at the
it's,
post office, and I'll put a copy
right, I
up
mean,
here.
it's definitely a
Yeah,
conflict, I
yeah,
don't want to create it and
Yes,
advertise it, so,
Yep,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Let's see. one other thing to come before.
Yes. I won't open it, I guess. There's been talk around town regarding, people who work for the town but not living in the state of Maine. So I have a statement here that will clarify, any questions out there. On April 12th, is that good? Thumbs up? On April 12th, 2017, the Board of Selectmen were notified by their town administrator that an individual was questioning whether or not the CEO and/or fire chief had to be residents of the state of Maine to be appointed in Acton. The Board of Selectmen immediately sought out legal advice, which was split in regards to the intent of said statutes regarding these positions. Inquiries were made to the Attorney General as well. On May 9th, 2017, the Board of Selectmen received an email thread between the State Rep. Karen Garish and Tim Feely, Assistant to the AG, that stated, "Hi, Representative Garish. We also don't find any residency requirement in statute, and we think they are appointed positions, not elected. The Department of Economic and Community Development has responsibility for their standards, and someone there may know more. This isn't an area we have dealings with, so I'm not sure we could provide much guidance. Tim." On May 10th, 2017, the Town of Acton's attorney sent a follow-up letter requesting clarification from the department that is responsible for certifying all code enforcement officers, as well as the Attorney General's office. This department has certified Acton's CEO. As of today, May 16th, 2017, no response has been received. Because there has been public interest in the topic, the board wants to provide this update and assure everyone that they are taking all measures necessary to obtain the answers from state officials on this issue. This matter is extremely important, involving individuals who have provided professional services to the town, in some cases for many years. If necessary, our state representative is prepared to file legislation in Augusta to clarify the matter. The Board of Selectmen intend to keep these individuals in their current positions and will take the steps necessary to do so.
That is our stance. So, take it from there. I don't think there's any need of having any further discussion on it at this time. So, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
I second.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor? All opposed? Good night, all.